I really love to talk about, since we're here to talk about culture, um, what is your definition of culture? You had shared a definition with the group that I mentioned earlier, which was really short: a shared world of ideas and values that connect us in places. And I wondered if that's still how you would define it, or if you'd like to
Yeah,
elaborate on that a little bit.
yeah. That definition it also includes informal and informal ways in which we operate. Because again, culture is it's something like it's like water and like oxygen. It's something that we are born into and affects us in ways that are largely invisible or at least intangible. So I use that type of terminology a lot in my work because oftentimes we're focused on the tangible things. Those are part of the current story that we tell ourselves. It's a very industrial age story. And the intangible things are really where there's a lot of power. And culture is one of those intangible, invisible things. And it acts on us formally and informally. Those that are in organizations, we know there's the formal way in which there's reporting, there's the formal way in which your job is done, there's organizational charts, there's mission statements, there's statements of purpose, there's PR, there's all of these things that go toward the way in which an organization works that they would define as their culture. But then we also know that there are informal ways in which that culture operates as well. There's whisper networks, there's power that's held within certain places that are not on the organizational chart. And that's how culture really operates. There's this movement, this flow between the formal and the informal. And it's important for us, I think, to recognize that. There's a resume, right? If you look at my bio, you look at my resume, and all of us have these things. There's schools that I went to, there's institutions that I'm a part of, that have impacted and shaped who I am. But then there's informal things that have shaped who I am too. There's my family, there's living and growing up in Brooklyn at a particular time in a particular place. All of those are parts of a larger whole. So that's how I think about culture and kind of pull those things apart when I do my work inside organizations.